Okay.
Yeah.
Dashabhischa Brahma Sahasrai and cha 10,000 Brahmas.
Brahmas 是什么 Brahma？ 对。
Okay.
Yeah.
Dvadasha cha Shakra Sahasrani and cha 12 Dvadasha thousands of chakras. 12,000 chakras. Chakra is same as Indra. Chakro Devana Indra.
还有12000的什么天对。
So these are the deities of the Kamadhatu. Now this is a longer sentence. Tatha Anyepi Maheshakya Shakra Brahma Lokapala Deva Naga Yaksha Gandharva Asura Garuda Kinnara Mahoragaha. So Tatha means and thus in the same way Anye api also other. Maheshakya means powerful, very powerful. This is a kind of idiomatic expression found mostly in Buddhist texts, which means something like very powerful. Very powerful who? Devas, deities, like Shakra, Brahma, and the Lokapalas. So Indra, Brahma, and the guardians of the world. Then Nagas. Nagas are semi-divine beings which are somewhere in between the animal and the god realm. And they resemble in their shape snakes or dragons. They're not exactly like gods or asuras, but they're not exactly animals either. Yaksha, again some semi-divine beings, depicted in many different ways, very important for the Buddhist tradition. Yakshas are found everywhere in Buddhist sculptures. And often we have cases where a yaksha goes to talk to the Buddha. Many sutras and sutras are like that. Gandharva are again semi-divine beings, and they are famous for being good musicians. The word Gandharva also is used to refer to the being of the intermediate state for some reason. And the intermediate state. And Gandharva means someone who eats smell.
Food, that's what?
Feeds on smell.
Or feeds on smell.
So they eat perfume, basically. That's the idea. Asura means those who are not gods, which means demigods, and usually they fight against the gods. Garuda are again semi-divine animals which are like something like very large eagles, but with extraordinary powers. Kinnaras,
large what?
Eagles.
Eagle.
Kinnara are again divine musicians, which are depicted in different ways, sometimes as half human, half horse. And that's why they're called Kinnara or Kim Purusha, which means, what kind of man is this? Kim Naraha, is it a man? That's the meaning of Kinnara. And Mahoraga means great serpent. Uraga means someone who moves on one's chest. So it refers to a serpent. It's a serpent. Ura is chest, ga means goes. Ura is the chest, ga is to go. So these are the some other semi-divine and divine parts of the audience. That's the idea.
Okay. So that time
Does others too? Very powerful, very, very powerful.
Let's figure out something. Anye is others, right? 其他的，他就是如此。阿比也是，对不对？然后这个字就是那个 very powerful， 对。然后它就是讲很多这种，对这些东西了。那我就是我已经忘记了，那自己看，对，不要讲得太详细了，好吧？好 ，OK。
And then this is also a nice addition, which we don't always find in the Nidana Vakyas. Tatha Chatasraha Parshado Bhikshu Bhikshuni. This is a mistake, there shouldn't be an O. Bhikshu, Bhikshuni Upasako Upasikas Chupasankranta Abhuvan. So, and there were Abhuvan.
There were.
Yeah. Who was there? The 4 assemblies. Chatasraha Parashadaha. The 4 assemblies. The 4 assemblies is the way in which the Sangha is divided. It's divided into these 4 assemblies. Monks, Bhikshu, nuns, Bhikshuni, Upasaka, which means literally attendants, male attendants, and Upasika, which means female attendants. It refers to lay practitioners, but the meaning of Upasaka is someone who attends. So literally that's the sense. Upasankranta means they had approached. They also had approached. Abhuvan is from Go, and it should be an aorist, 3rd person plural. Abhud, like Abhud, then it becomes Abhuvan.
Okay. And they were, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Or rather, they had approached. We can consider, maybe it makes, they were such that they had approached. But, in English it becomes awkward, so we can say they had approached.
They say in awkward English it would be they were.
They were such as they had approached.
They were such
as they had approached.
Okay.
Or the approached 4 assemblies were there. The approached 4 assemblies were there.
Okay.
If we want to make it awkward.
Okay. Okay. 那个 satraha 是 for 对不对 ？parasado parasadaha 就是这个中文怎么说 assembly 集合会合对不对？就是有10个，然后就有 bhikshu bhikshuni 就是男女的分的，然后有这个 upasaka upasika 就是 attended 中文好像是10。 对不对？优国色，对，也可以打出什么？
优国色，优国语。
对，好，然后茶，upasangkrata 就是to approach 就是什么说就是进入对，然后阿布曼它是从布巴巴基对不对？然后它是一个我们还没学到的一种。 国句的方式，那就是说，有的意思呢，OK， 就是用，它是跟这个satasraha prasadaha 相对的，所以是第3人称的一个国句式，就是说，这个4 assemblies how would you translate Satasraha Prasada?
The four assemblies.
Yeah, but here it is in singular, right?
No, it's plural.
It's plural.
Yeah, the word parashad is feminine, chatasraha.
Okay. Satasraha Prasada. 对不起，那是复数的。So the four assemblies are Puba.
The concept of four assemblies is very important. In fact, we have a sutra preserved in Sanskrit too, called the Chatuf Parishat Sutra, the Sutra of the Four Assemblies. It's not a Mahayana Sutra, and it describes how we go from the moment of the Buddha's awakening. Then we have Indra and Brahma going and asking him to teach, up to the formation of the four assemblies. So that's why it's called the Sutra of the Four Assemblies. Why is it important to have this succession? Because that's where you get the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. That's how you get the three jewels, the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha.
Yeah, but you were talking from the
four assemblies.
Yeah.
Because that sutra, the narration of the sutra, starts from when the Buddha becomes a Buddha, then somebody, the two deities, Brahma and Indra, go and ask him to teach. He starts teaching, he continues teaching until the four assemblies are formed. There the sutra stops, because that's where we have the complete three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha.
Why is it so?
Because the four assemblies complete the Sangha. That's the complete Sangha.
Why?
It's a convention.
It's a convention.
Strictly speaking, the Sangha is formed, according to some, even at the moment when the Buddha becomes a Buddha. According to some. According to others, it is formed when there's the first monks. So there's slightly different concepts about this. But the complete Sangha is supposed to be the four assemblies. So this sutra goes into that order, from the Buddha's awakening up to the complete establishment of the Sangha.
Sangha 就是整团的意思，对不对？这个整团什么时候完成了？就是有这个Satasraha Prasada，就是这个 four assemblies， 就是这四个组。对。然后就是说，那个经就是从它的这个叙述结构，也是顺着这个 four assemblies 去讲，然后它才开始是这样子。
That's quite an important discussion in the Buddhist tradition. We find it in several places. For example, in the Prasannapada. I think, what is chapter 24, the Arya Satya Pariksha. There's the whole sequence of the Abhisamaya, the realizations, and there's a discussion of how the three jewels are formed. Because one of the objections at the beginning of the chapter was that if everything is empty, then the three jewels are not there.
我刚才忘了，就是说还有这个 four assemblies， 就是完成了之后，那个three jewels， 你们要学会这个英文就是三宝，这个佛法成就也是完成。Jewels， 三宝。
Okay, so that's for the first chapter. Maybe now we can go to the Prasannapada.
Yeah, okay. OK， 那我们温某奇经的部分到这边，今天到这边，好不好？那现在就换那个约瑟的Prasannapada，好吧 ？OK， 那我们休息一下。你们怎么了？你们不同意吗？同意。
Okay, but would you like to have 5 minutes break?
Yeah. Then maybe you could give me your passport and all your stuff, then I can give it to our secretary.
说我快念。